just quickly show you these, basically looking at race differences. And interestingly, we find it's sort of African American students who tend to, now there are a much smaller number of them, right? And these numbers don't add across to 100%. These are the percentage of people. That African American students are more likely to participate in these activities. Again, it's a small group. And Hispanic students are less likely, so sort of black, white, and then Hispanic. And this is sort of by type of school. And again, it's master's schools that tend to have the most of these kinds of activities. And it's not true for every single activity, but it is in general true. So all these things suggest that, that the sociology major is useful, but in fact there has to be some kind of awareness of what are the skills and concepts that you're learning, and then getting people contacts and networks. Now, these last two are the people who go on to graduate school. And basically they all go on to get master's degrees. Now, some of those people may go on ultimately and get PhDs, but in fact, we do have a nice clump who go on to law school. Those people tend to be white, and they tend to be from the PhD schools. So it's interesting that the PhD schools are not training potential sociology PhDs. They're training lawyers. I mean, that's fine, but it is interesting. Okay, and this one is what fields of study. As I said, about a quarter do go on to sociology, although mostly to master's programs, not PhD programs. And then, but 3/4 don't. And so what sociology is doing is basically, there's a whole literature, a little bit of which I'm going to quote in the next research brief by Stephen Brint and his colleagues about the growth of the practical arts, the death of arts and sciences in the university, and the growth of the practical arts. And what sociology does is basically train people for the practical arts. And the data both about the high percentage of people we have who are going directly into the labor market and the kinds of graduate departments they're going into suggests that that's the case. I think it's about 12 or 13% of all of these folks who are going in, and is that right, who are going into sociology PhDs?
Yeah, maybe a little lower.
Yeah. We'll see from the next wave, the BA3, is whether some of those people come back and end up doing PhDs in sociology and just were out for a couple of years, or in fact these are the career tracks they continue.